Daniela Weiss, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Head of the Nachala organization, and today we're talking about the day after the war, and what you are saying is our goal should be returning to the Gaza Strip, returning to Gush Katif. First of all, about the reasoning. Why is this so important that we define this as one of our goals at this point?
Well, and if you say first and foremost, by your permission, as members of my family are fighting in Gaza, so I wish their success in the war, and I'm missing them. So I want to see them back. By this, I express what many mothers and grandmothers feel these days. I want to wish refuah shlema to all the wounded soldiers, and I pray with all Am Israel for the return of the prisoners of war, the hostages.
So as you mentioned, your family members are there, and their goal at this point is defined as eradicating the Hamas, fighting Hamas, and you're saying that they and us as a nation, we should have another goal.
Definitely, we should have another goal, and this is to resettle the settlements and the cities, the places that were evacuated, wrongly evacuated, and to plan the entire area of the Gaza Strip as a nice, growing Jewish. It's a part of Israel for Jews. I think the Arabs will not, in spite of the fact that there are big numbers of Arabs, 2 million. They will not stay in Gaza. They will go to Egypt, to Turkey, to Germany, to Holland, to Britain, and to the Americas. And they will not stay here because they crossed the last bridge that could maybe leave some of them in Gaza. But now no more. The 7th of October was a turning point in history. So in this connection, I speak about Nachala movement, but not only about Nachala. I want you to know when we organized 2 big meetings, sessions, it was like a congress in Ashdod and Givat Washington, and then we went on a boat towards the shores of Gaza. There were representatives of, I think, 15 different organizations that whose purpose is to resettle Gaza. I want to tell you, the first time in my activity, I'm speaking about more than 50 years, 50. It's a lot of time that so many people call us whenever we put a number. Whoever wants to join a Gar'in, a group that wants to return to Gaza, to establish a new community in Gaza, to return to the city of Gaza, where Jews lived through most years the bigger part of history, the Jewish history. There were the Jewish community. There was a Jewish community in the Gaza city itself, and in other places as well.
And when you're talking about having them leave, how would you do that? Would you kick them out of the area? Will you create a situation where it's worth it for them to leave?
I think I don't want to, if I say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it, people will say what Yafat Nefesh is.
Leftist. She's a leftist.
No, but Yafat Nefesh, what is the precise translation for it? Identify with with extreme leftist views, that if I say that it is good for the Arabs that they leave Gaza.
But you believe so.
But yes, but the truth of the matter is that I'm not thinking about the Arabs. I'm thinking about the future of the Jewish nation, the future of the state of Israel.
But you want Israel to create a situation, or you're saying there will be a situation where it'll be good for them to leave.
Yeah, and even now, when I see on the TV the situation of the Arab refugees, and I think we shouldn't help them. We should create a problem, a humanitarian problem that will force Egypt and Turkey and Europe to absorb as refugees as they absorbed from Syria.
Some say that the next stage may be the Palestinian Authority coming in, which means maybe we'll have a situation, or that's what people are planning, that the result of the attack will be the establishment of a Palestinian state in Gaza. And you're saying the result of the attack must be the resettling of the Jewish communities in the Gaza Strip of Gush Katif.
Yes, I say and I repeat, and I'm glad it was phrased by you now too. The next step is after the total, complete victory of the IDF, of Tzal, in Gaza. The next stage is establishing Jewish communities in Gaza itself, in the city of Gaza, and in Gush Katif, and Elei Sinai, Nisanit, Dugit, Far Darom, Morag, Netzarim, and Shirat Hayam, Kfar Hayam, all the beautiful places that I saw with my own eyes. We want to return there. And as for people who say whether it is possible or not possible, and to accuse people like me who saw Samaria, that was called the Black Hills of Samaria, and now with 500,000 Jews, with 250 communities, to say to me that what I do, what I say is not realistic. I think that what we did is the symbol, is the best example of what realistic thought and deeds are. We'll do the same in Gaza.
Now we'll have this interview is in English, and of course many will say, it's true, you're right, but the Americans.
The United States and Israel, if they want, I mean the United States, if they want, we are friends, but the friendship is based on mutual respect and dependence. We do not depend on the United States. More than we depend on the United States, the United States depends on us, because we are the only democracy in this big area of the Middle East and vast parts of North Africa. And the United States wants to be here, because the United States doesn't want Putin to be here. And as even China, somehow China has such a vast country, they want to be here. So it's a mutual interest. One of the conclusions from this war is that Israel has to be more independent in production of ammunition and weapons and so on. Yet, I think that now I address directly to President of the United States, Biden, here from the small Israel to the big United States of America. Don't think that we will stop the war in Gaza before we put a total end to Hamas, to the supporters of Hamas, and resettling the entire area of Gaza by Jews.
Okay, Daniela Weiss, with that message, the don't message to Biden, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, and I want, by your permission, to pray for the success of the IDF, of Tzahal, for the full recovery of the wounded, and for the complete return of all the hostages, Bezrat Hashem.
Amen.
Bezrat Hashem na'aseh v'natzliach.